If your deal doesn't close, no problem. You find a 1031, we give you a high five. You found that rare gem and a value add marketplace that's very, very competitive. Hey, we'll give you, we like that, right? But if it does fail, we're there for you.
You're selling a business, you're selling crypto, you're going through this process, you're putting it into something like this. But the reason we started talking was because we wanted to understand, hey, how can we protect these investors who've got $3 or $4 million in 1031s that could potentially fail? And so talk to us a little bit about how that process works. The money, the property's already been sold, it's in a 1031 intermediary. How does the Deferred Sales Trust come into the conversation, and how does that work?
Yeah, great question. And we're saving 1031 exchanges all the time, okay? And the neat part about it, the first thing to understand is, again, constructive receipt. If the funds go to you personally, it's over. Right? Just like if you don't set up a 1031 exchange at the close of escrow and you mistakenly, went to my account, it's over, right? So you've got to set it up prior to. Same thing too. While the funds are at the qualified intermediary, it's in a deferral state until and if you perfect the exchange, and then it's deferral again, or you default into a deferred sales trust. So this is really neat because it gives you guys the ability to negotiate on your own terms and not have to feel like the seller has you, right where they want you, right? So step one is you actually literally form a trust. So we sit down with you, we go through it all, we form a trust. Step number two is we work with your exchange accommodator to amend the exchange agreement, to add language to allow this specific trust that has a specific EIN the ability to receive those funds at day 46 or day 181, depending on what you've identified and depending on the timing of the sale. So instead of the funds going to you, being taxable, it goes to the trust at closing, okay? It's as simple as that. However, most exchange accommodators, A, don't want you to know about this, or B, they don't even know about it. Although we do work with exchange accommodators that we do this all the time with, and we want to introduce you to them so that you don't feel trapped by a 1031. But that's the basic answers. A couple other things. If you've already identified, don't worry about it. We don't take one of your identifications, okay? Because we're not a property. So we're not taking away from your 1031. We're just a backup plan in case it fails, okay? Number two, if you have identified, we got to make sure we do set it up, somewhere within the 180 days so that we can default into this, right? And that's really the key. Just really be early. But for whatever reason, if you use the 1031, you don't owe us anything, right? We take all that pressure off, all the tax planning, all the trust formation, everything gets lined up. If your deal doesn't close, no problem. You find a 1031, we give you a high five. You found that rare gem and a value add marketplace that's very, very competitive. Hey, we'll give you, we like that, right? But if it does fail, we're there for you.
Yeah, that's great.